All right, welcome to listen to 90s music. We back hot off the press. Let's just go right into this Lovers and Friends. We've talked about it before. Stacey said in our pre-notes. We always talk about it after and what we saw from the videos. Because y'all give us the show. Y'all will give us a show on YouTube already. So I don't even know why we even want to go anyway. And now we know ahead of time some different things. So Stacey, I'm going to turn it over to you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's that time of year again for our favorite shit show, the Lovers and Friends Fest. In past years, it has proven to be a state of confusion. It is a music festival that has all this ridiculous amount of acts. Think of
everybody.
Coachella. Think of Black Coachella, but it's all on like one day rather than an entire weekend of events. And with that, you're going to have all these different hip hop acts. There's different stages. So previously there were different stages, but on each stage there are concerts going on or performances going on every 45 minutes or so. So you can mess around and stage A has an act that you want to see, but in 45 minutes, somebody else on stage C is going to be performing, and you got to figure out how the hell to get over there and all of that. So it's always been some confusion, but we always find out or learn more about this after it's over. But this year, we are on top of it. Tickets go on sale tomorrow at 10 a.m. specific time tomorrow at 10 a.m. specific time tomorrow, and noon central for the Lovers and Friends Shit Show Fest. You can purchase tickets online. Tomorrow's the pre-sale begins. Tickets are general admission plus, VIP cabana, and they also offer hotel and ticket packages. Now, from what we know about Lover and Friends Fest and some people that'll be there, okay? Just again, this is all on one day.
No, I mean, let the listener just throw out a name in there.
Janet Jackson, Lil Wayne, Backstreet Boys.
Hold on, you sound like when they did the American Music Awards.
That's exactly why I'm saying it that way. Usher, Ja Rule and Ashanti, T-Pain, Kelly Rowland, Robin Thicke, Rick Ross, Lloyd, Drew Hill, Carrie Hilson, Cameron, Too Short, Black, A. Marie, John B, 112, Jay Holiday, Jay Quan, Nina Sky, Yin Yang Twins, Carrie Hilson, Genuine, Mace, E40, Tyrese, Jodeci, The Dream, Monica, Eve, Brandy, Craig David, Method Man and Redman, SWV, JoJo, Maya, Khalees, David Banner, Ciara, Nelly Furtado, Gwen Stefani, Mary J. Blige, MIA, TLC, and Alicia Keys. Oh, and Snoop Dogg. There are a ridiculous amount of people that are going to be there. And I didn't name everybody.
No.
That's just half of it.
That's half.
Who the hell?
All these people are going to be there.
Now, why is 98 degrees here? You see 98 degrees and Backstreet Boys are here.
Yeah, I saw Craig David.
Well, Craig David. So and then also I want to point out for Lil Wayne, so it has Lil Wayne, and then it says performing the Carter 3. It has Usher performing Confessions. So from what I'm understanding, Usher bringing his ass up there to sing y'all asses one song and taking his ass home.
Oh,
this concert is a big ass playlist.
Because I mean, like, why would you?
It's just a confession to song, not the album.
So I'm saying on the flyer underneath Lil Wayne's name, it says performing the Carter 3. Underneath Usher, performing Confessions. So are you performing that whole album? Or like, I mean, but why would you specify what they're performing? No one does that. That's interesting to me. It's very interesting. So to see this show, general admission.
Usher coming off the Super Bowl.
Right. So each general admission ticket includes admittance to the Las Vegas Festival grounds for the Lovers and Friends on May 4th, plus performances all day on multiple stages at the Las Vegas Festival grounds, food choices from regional and local vendors, bars, concessions, official band merch, festival merch, free water stations, and more. How much do you think this would cost you?
So this is just the GA. This is me just.
This is just general admission.
$500.
This starting at $325.
Oh,
Dang.
Tickets are first come, first serve. So general admission plus adds in air-conditioned restrooms and dedicated entry lane at the main entrance. That so to get a dedicated entrance and an air-conditioned bathroom.
yeah, because it's gonna be hot.
It's gonna be hot in Vegas because this is early. It's early May, but you're still in Vegas.
Yeah.
So to get an air-conditioned bathroom, tickets start at $595.
Damn.
Just want to get cold.
Again, so initially it was $325, but now you want to piss in an air-controlled environment?
Oh, you don't want to do the porta potties?
Oh, you think you too good? Watch this. Pay this $595. And I'm sorry. And again, starting at $595. VIP gives me all of those things, but then I also get a charging station.
Because you know that phone gonna go dead.
I get charging station for an extra $100. Yep. So extra $100 starting at $695. Now I get charging stations. If I want to do a VIP cabana. All right. Now this is so expensive. We don't even have a price on it. So each VIP cabana, you must be 21, includes up to 10 VIP tickets to the Las Vegas Festival grounds for Lovers and Friends. You have an ultimate roped off viewing area with security, shade, and VIP service. Complimentary, 2 complimentary bottles, your choice of 1 premium liquor plus 1 champagne. Food vouchers for the all in the party. Now, remember though, the other ones didn't have food vouchers. They told you had food choices.
Yeah.
So I paid $395, but I still got to pay for food.
Still got to pay. Yeah, you still got to
pay for food. VIP is when I finally get a voucher for some food. VIP cabana.
And that's contact still
available at the main stage only.
So the cabana is kind of like being in a suite, I guess.
Yeah.
In case you instead of being at a stadium.
A question for the staff of Lovers and Friends. Just for what if I want to see randomly Craig David and he's on this stage over here? I ain't paying for this $1,000. I need to be over there by Craig David too.
Unfortunately, our cabana is only available for the main stage. Craig David is on what we call the negation stage, which
Hold on, baby girl. Here go these wristbands. You can get in and out with these.
So we got these wristbands.
Because you already know.
But you got to think about it. Somebody's got to stay at the cabana all day. Because we can't just all be scattered away from the cabana.
Well, with your cabana ticket, it does include up to 10 VIP tickets. So maybe only 9 of you go to see Craig David and 1 stays. Or, half and half, like half can go to one part of the show and the other half can go. But yeah, we would like for someone to probably stay in the cabana because people who are non-cabanas may try to.
So you guys don't have security for my area to make sure nobody gets up in my
right. Yeah.
I want to see a map of how it's mapped out. How many cabanas is it?
Oh, and you also, with the cabana, you do get to skip the line for general admission merchandise store for that store. So you don't have to stand in line for the store. I'm sorry?
I'm still paying for merch. Still, I don't get any free merch.
Yes,
No free
yeah, you're going to pay for the merch,
Yeah,
but
you
you
just get
don't
to
have
skip
to
the
stand
line.
in line for it.
Yeah, that's like the fast pass at Six Flags.
Right. So like you still have to pay, but you just want to
So I
stand
don't
in
get
line.
no T-shirt, no Lovers and Friends 2024 T-shirt, nothing in this.
They are available for purchase from our local vendors.
No, you get a swag bag.
You don't even get that. I don't think
Swag bags are available for purchase.
And
then of course again, hotel and ticket packages. Save when you bundle your hotel, festival ticket, and exclusive perks. You can get a 2 to 5 night stay. Mind you, now let's back up. The festival is one fucking day. You can get a 2 to 5 night stay at hotels on the Las Vegas Strip, downtown Las Vegas, including the Strat Hotel, Casino and Skypod, Sahara, Las Vegas Hilton at Resorts World, Wynn Las Vegas, the D Las Vegas, and more. So, and I'm sorry, this does include a swag bag.
What them meet and greets hitting for?
There is a Friday night welcome party. Will you be able to mix and mingle with all the other
So
VIP
I get that as part of the VIP package, right? A part with my cabana, I can go to that earlier, right?
Well, no. Your VIP cabana is for you and your 10 VIP friends.
So the 10 of us don't get to go to that as well.
Is different. So
okay.
But you are able to purchase limited edition merchandise items for a higher cost.
Yeah, this is a crash grab. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, but again, there is a Friday welcome party with an open bar, which has premium and well drinks. And then there is a Sunday party with brunch and mimosas.
Who owns Lovers and Friends? Is that Lil Jon?
So I've heard that Mason said that he's not a part of this show. Are there other people that are on this show that are listed that may not be showing up, man?
Well, I would like to, before we go there, I just would like to mention that we do have layaway plans starting at $19.99 down.
Hold on.
So I put 20 down.
And is that for any of the levels? I could put 20 down for any of the levels.
All I can state is that layaway plans are starting at $19.99 down. I'm not sure if we're using Afterpay, Affirm, Klarna, Sezzle, or any of the other ones. But the fact that I
got you when I get paid next week.
Well, right, exactly. Because look, the pre-sale starts tomorrow on the 26th. Rent is due on the 1st, so you may only be able to pay that. And then if you do have any questions, there is someone that you can contact. There are frequently asked questions. There is. What is this? There's some package called Just Here for the Party. So ticket not included. So tickets, I guess, to go to the actual event aren't included. So it gives you the 2 to 5 night hotel stay, 2 complimentary cocktails, a Gatsby Cocktails Lounge, water bottle, a bandana, chapstick, sunglasses in a clear bag, and nightclub access if you purchase that. And that starts at $9.25 per person.
So hold on. So if I want to do that, I have to add that. I don't get that with my VIP cabana. That's an additional $925 on top of the cabana price.
That's with a hotel room.
This is
that's $925 on top of the room.
This is with the package. There are so the super fan. There's a super fan package. So there's all these different packages you can get to bundle and save. So you get. But so for that one that I just mentioned, again, there is no ticket to the festival. That is just you fucking hanging out at the host hotel with everybody. I don't even call it the host hotel because they're telling you to pick a hotel on the strip. So there is no specific place for you to go of any of these 40 hotels.
Go gamble.
The other ones, though,
go to the buffet.
Yes, and then there's the super fan general admission plus package, which gives you the ticket, the hotel stay, expedited festival entry, welcome party, the water bottle, bandana, 2 complimentary cocktails. So and that starts at $1,000. So regardless, if you are going and you want to have a ticket, you're coming out of a G period,
and it's gonna sell out.
And that it's gonna sell out. And yeah, that's 1,000, and that you still haven't flown her.
Damn,
you still haven't flown. So, and then there's the Sunday party with brunch and mimosas, which is $129. If you just wanted to go to the welcome party, that's $79. And I'm laughing at this, and I'm just thinking to myself about how people I love my city. I love the home place that I grew up, but the way that people will clown if something costs $20 to get into.
$20, goddamn.
God damn, 20. Who all was in there?
Is Beyonce in that motherfucker?
For them same niggas that was just here last week? Nigga, I've seen Yo Gotti 7 times. I don't need to pay $20.
So for the cabana, you got to contact sales, I'm assuming, for the cabana.
Well, right now I can't click anything to purchase because tickets haven't gone on sale yet. But if you do have questions about purchasing, it says that you can contact someone, but right now nothing's on sale. Nothing's on sale until tomorrow. So I guess that's when people will find out. But I think it sells out every year.
Yeah, it's been going on for the last two years.
We'll see what happens. I can sign up now to get first access to book my weekend. And so I can lock in at $19.99 down. So just think about this. It's $1,000 some package, or like the elevated VIP package, right? So that's with hotel, blah, blah, blah. I get a limited edition album, bucket hat, and a chain. Okay, now I want it. I need to know what kind of bucket hat. Wait a minute. Hold on.
And the chain.
Hold on. Wait. Because I didn't know that I was going to get a bucket hat and a chain. And now
I'm thinking about it.
No, I'm thinking about it because
really turn the key for you.
Like, okay,
bucket hat.
Low key, you kind of had me with the bandana and the sunglasses, but now I get a limited edition album, bucket hat, and chain. Whose album do I get? What am I getting?
It's a Lovers and Friends compilation.
Is it right? Is it a compilation album and a bucket hat? What's on the bucket hat? And a chain. And then I get $150 festival merch voucher.
That's a shirt.
Right. So, and that pricing, that starts at $14.54. That is such a random ass number. At $14.54. Not $14.54.99, not $14.55. $14.54 a person. That is so random. And like the other one's $10.79, $11.99, $9.25, $14.54. So fucking random because this show is random. Who is not going to show up?
Mace already said he wasn't showing up.
Who?
Mace.
Oh yeah. Yeah, like Mace.
Why don't they just say TGT on here and for spacing wise? Because all three of them gonna be there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is Tweet trying to make a comeback?
They say she's working on. I think she's working on music.
She's working on. I know there's a show that she's working on.
Good
yeah, she got a show.
That's way to a topic.
What's this girl? Shaw Jackson, something like that.
Shaw Jackson.
Yeah, like Shar Jackson. That's not Shar. Like they're working on a show that's supposed to be coming out. Now I don't know who asked for that. I don't think nobody asked for a new sitcom starring Shar Jackson and Tweet. No one had that on their radar, but someone greenlit it. So we'll see what happens. I don't know who's not going to show up from this list. That's
because I'm trying to figure out how financially they can pull this off for just one day. In all those different,
they've been doing it.
Here's the thing, cost wise, how much did you have to pay Janet?
That's what I'm saying. Janet's 6 figures.
How much? Because so no matter what, Janet got more money than everybody else on this flyer. Period.
Yep,
we know this. And you can put Alicia Keys' name right next to hers, and that's fine. But you had to pay Janet more than everybody else. So because Janet does, it's that game of when it comes to these festivals and concerts and touring, who needs to be there versus who it doesn't matter if I show the fuck up or not. Right? So Janet absolutely doesn't fucking have to go there at all. Period.
Or is Janet gonna do a condensed version of her show? Is she gonna go out there and do 30 minutes?
She finna go on tour this summer.
Is she gonna go out there and do 30 minutes for 50 grand?
Maybe she might. She may come out and do a couple of things just to get a little check, but she doesn't need it. Like she doesn't have to be there. I'm actually Gwen Stefani I'm actually kind of like shocked at that. Like, how does she get there? But Eve will be there, so we know that we'll get a
well, you know, you messing up my segregation stage. I was saying it's gonna be a straight white stage. They have it set up. They have enough people to do a whole white stage.
They could. They absolutely could. Eve just have to just go over there.
I mean, Eve on that side.
You have to stop over there real quick.
Yeah, you can go over there.
Yeah, but even with like, it's like I said, and the way that some people are shown on the flyer, like TLC has stars by their name, Alicia Keys. So it has like Alicia, then it has Keys, and it has stars by it. Lil Wayne has stars by his name. Nas has stars by his name. And it's like, it's so random that it's like
somebody got cute in the design of like, oh snap, I want everything to be blocked. I think they wanted everything to be blocked, and that was trying to be cute.
I guess so. Like I said, it's so, like I said, the stars are really.
What time does it start?
They don't stay on the website, do they?
Oh, because the schedule isn't ready. So if you go to the site, no. So that's.
They don't know who headlined. They don't know.
Yeah, I'm glad you asked that question because I did go to try to find out that information. I went to the help center. Lineup and schedule. Is there a schedule of performances? Check back closer to the festival for a full schedule of performances.
So some people dropping off of this.
Like you can buy them tickets, but check it. Get them tickets tomorrow, but come back and we'll let you know who gonna come.
Maybe this is my age and I'm an older gentleman now, you know. But this feels like a Chinese buffet where you ain't gonna be able to eat everything and they know you not. Yeah, and you just gonna be there and you spend all this money and you ain't gonna be able to eat all this stuff.
Yeah, man. I remember my 10th birthday at Old Country Buffet, man. Them cinnamon rolls was just killing me.
I'm sitting here now and I'm looking at their wheelchair accessibility because I just really feel like they're not going to be compliant. But they have a section where it looks like they have really thought about this. But my assumption is that the venue anyway was already set up to be ADA and accessible and compliant. Like
it's
so
festival. Yeah, it's the festival ground. So.
Yeah, it's the festival ground. So they're already they're good for that. But yeah, how to get there.
I wonder who's behind this.
I don't know who owns it now.
I've been trying to find this out for a long time. I've been researching it. I'm trying to figure out if
I
this
just
is
got an idea. I just got one person in mind.
Who you got?
I'm thinking Floyd Mayweather.
Really?
Yeah. He got the money. He lives in Vegas. Cinco de Mayo.
LA last year. Didn't they have a Lovers and Friends in LA at one point too?
What'd you say?
Didn't they have a Lovers and Friends in LA too, or didn't they have some kind of show in LA at the LA park?
I don't know.
So it was because what was it last year, or year before last? Lil Jon had his name. He didn't want his name affiliated. Like it was taken off of it, or they were using it. They were using the title, and they weren't cutting him in on.
Yeah, because I didn't know if Lil Jon had something to do with it or.
Let's see.
Yeah, I think Floyd. I don't know. It's just in my mind. I think it's Mayweather.
Okay, it says the people that do Lollapalooza do this. So basically, they just do festivals.
But Lollapalooza is usually 2 days, isn't it?
Yeah, 2 or 3 days.
Yes, yeah, it's a whole thing.
But this before wasn't this multiple days before? Or was it always one day?
I think it was one day before the last couple of years. Yeah, because it's only been going on for the last 2-3 years.
But no, I feel like it was 2 days before. The Love is in France concert 2023. No, it was always one day.
What was it 22? Was 22 the first year?
One day.
One day.
Yep. And
I guess because you throw all them names on the flyers, and then by the time the day comes, half of the names ain't gonna be there.
Yeah, it was just one day, and it was always at the thing. So, but I'm guessing, but I believe it's like, what did we say? It was like last time, I think it was like 12 hours. Like I remember looking at that list, and it was like
that shit started at 8 a.m.
Yeah.
Like, remember we talked about it last time. You gotta do shifts with it. Like, all right, everybody, let's plan this out. We gonna go back take a nap during Ja Rule, such and such. We gotta be back up at 4 and get back over there by the time LL Cool J come out.
Yeah,
for the get over to the main stage for
the 90s set.
Missy.
Right. Exactly. Like you can't. It's impossible. You have to plan it out. You literally have to plan your day. Like where are we going to go? Like, who am I going to pay attention to? Yeah, like in 2022, it was one day. But it looks like, the first one, I guess 2022 though. That one.
I'm Doja. They sleep. Yeah, we part of Just Posted Podcast, man. The best show on this network. Come on, check, though.
Seriously, man. Just Posted. It's just me and Doja sitting back talking about what the fuck going on in the world and the streets.
We said labor of love. He said labor of love. I didn't say that shit. Shout out to you know what I'm saying, everybody coming to watch though, man. We really appreciate y'all. Holla at y'all later.
Hey man, this nigga just tall for no reason.
I'm gone.
And he do regular jobs. Don't forget that.
And that's when Usher, Ludacris, and Lil Jon were there.
The first one.
The first one. And then last year, Lil Jon wasn't there. And Lil Jon, like, I remember reading about how Lil Jon was like, nah, like, take my name off this shit. Like, I'm not, like, you're using my song, or you're using my, I don't want to say image and likeness, but it's just, you're using this, the song.
Like, that's our song.
Right, that's our song. So I look forward to May 4th. May the 4th be with y'all, because I'm just gonna sit at home watching. I feel like I'm supposed to do something on that day anyway. I don't know what it is.
Do they live stream it on something?
No, I just look on YouTube, and a little bit it'll be up.
Now, and to that point though, that's money right there that can be made.
I was saying how they did that 50 year at Yankee Stadium.
Yeah, no, I'm saying if I'm a YouTuber and I'm monetized, I might fuck around and just go and stream my shit on there and be like, it's gonna be on my joint with commercials. I'm gonna be streaming it live all day because I didn't bought the little package to get my phone charged. So I'm up, we up, baby.
I got the juice. I got the juice. I'm up. You not.
Yeah, exactly.
You gotta go back to the room.
Exactly. You gotta go back to the room. And both of your backup chargers going out because the heat is too hot for the backup chargers. So since we're going back full force again, we have another conversation that we manifested at this time last year. We manifested Usher to perform at the halftime show. We discussed this beforehand, way before people were talking about it. Now, a new one that has been brought up: can Ciara do her own halftime show?
It's a very good question. I'm glad you asked.
Go ahead, Stacey.
I think the short answer is she could do it. I've done a little research on this. So average halftime show is about 12 to 15 minutes, something like that. That's the whole time. Rihanna last year did 8.5 songs. So you need about 8 songs, something like that. 9 songs.
Yeah.
So as I'm going through Ciara's songs, all the songs that she's done, right? So I'm not going to do any slow songs because we do not need that from her.
I could see her doing like a what's the one song if you like a is it like a guy or whatever the one
like a boy.
Like a boy.
I could see that one being even. I could see them because it's slow but up tempo enough.
Yeah, but that song it was kind of fast. Yeah.
That you could have some dancing, some up tempo dancing kind of that.
And bring Reggie Bush out. Remember Reggie Bush was in the video.
Look, you gotta go. So no B-sides, period. Right? Everything that she has that she does. I mean, so the reality is she had what did I think? What did I see? She had like 8 top 10 hits, I think. So
you had that many?
It was I looked it up the other day because someone
Ciara had a nice little run in the 2000.
I literally looked this up the other day because someone questioned like could she do it with the songs? And I'm like, and I think when I looked Billboard, 1 number 1 hit, 8 top 10, 21 songs.
What's the number 1? What's the number? Is it Goodies?
Goodies.
That was her first song, yeah.
All right. So she can do Goodies. She can do 1 2 Step. She can do Oh. She can do Get Up. Like that is actually my song. Like Get Up is from the
that dance movie.
Yeah, one of the dance movies. I actually fucking love that song.
And what's the song with Missy? The Lose Control.
Yeah, so Lose Control. She can do Get It. She can do Get Up. She can do Lose Control. She can do Level Up, and she can actually do Like You and Bring Out Bow Wow. I'm just saying she could. But if she does Get Up, she could bring out Chameleonaire. If she does Lose Control, she could bring out Missy. The thing is, she's going to have to play with some features. And if she does she can even maybe bring out Luda in there. But it's like it's going to be all about the fucking performance. Mm-hmm. This is Ciara's time to show, like if she gets it, if she ever got it, she has to show them that she is a natural dancer. It's going
it's
going to have to be the performance.
It's like, more than just a Matrix move.
It's right. It's going to have to truly be about performance, or she's going to have to do a Shakira, Jennifer Lopez situation and share it with somebody else.
I was going to say that. Is that the better option? Is her to share it with somebody?
The other option is for her to share it with someone else who is not better or worse.
They got to be on the same level as her.
They have to be on the same level as Ciara. So the fun part is that it in the world of blackness, it would have been an Ashanti. Her and Ashanti would have done something. Or who else could she get up there with? It's like essentially it's somebody that could do it, but just doesn't have enough songs. They just need that little extra is who it has to be.
I'm trying to think who that could be.
Mm-hmm.
Could it be Robin Thicke?
Like Maya?
No, I'm thinking about like crossing over a little bit. Could it be Robin Thicke?
No. You can't have Robin Thicke because Robin Thicke doesn't have the white audience. So it's like,
ironically, right?
Ironically.
Is that Alan's kid?
Right. Ironically, Robin Thicke doesn't have the white audience.
Good point.
And Marvin Gaye family don't fuck with him.
Yeah.
That part. So yeah, it can't be a Robin Thicke, but it could work. I don't know who her other person would be, but she'd have to be up there with someone else.
Carrie Hilson.
Carrie doesn't have it.
No.
Like, and it's like,
but
but Carrie doesn't have the hits to do this.
Yeah, you thinking
now? Would you do Kelly Rowland?
Here's your problem with Kelly. Kelly doesn't have the solo hits to do this.
So she's gonna have to. She's
going to have to rely on her Destiny Child stuff. Kelly doesn't have. Kelly, let me say this. One, this is a Kelly Rowland fan page. Okay, we adore Kelly. She is beautiful, and every picture of her over the last I'm gonna say 2-3 years. Like Kelly consistently is showing us that people weren't paying attention to her before. She's like, oh, I've been it. Y'all was just worried about my homegirl. You was worried about my best friend, but it's been me. So Kelly just doesn't have the
solo hits.
She doesn't have the solo hits to do that. She just can't.
I mean, I'm
sadly Chris Brown isn't allowed at the Super Bowl.
Is he not?
I don't. They're not.
They're not. No, they're not.
You just think it's unofficial? It's just unofficial. Like, don't even bring him. You can't even put him on the board.
He ain't even allowed at the American Music Awards. They cut his Michael Jackson.
As I have stated before, Chris Brown brought this shit on himself. It is, if he would have sat his ass down, he could be Super Bowling.
Yep.
He said Super Bowl.
Super Bowl.
If Chris Brown would have sat his ass down,
he could be at the game dancing and singing.
He could have been Super Bowling, but that's not what happened. Is that he continued to get in trouble, and like I mean, I won't dig deep into Stacey and her and how I feel about the Chris Brown situation. But the short version is I don't agree with what happened and what he did. I do believe that he was 17 years. He was very, very young, and that there are people, men that I know, who, if we judge them by something that they did at 17 versus who they are now, like they never would have got a chance in life. But those men that I know who messed up at 17 did not continue to mess up. Right. So it's one of those, and again, and not to say that domestic violence counts as, oh, he messed up.
Stacey, you ain't even hear me. I said they become bloods after that.
That part, right? Like it's you get, if you get a second chance,
you don't become a Pyru.
That part. You don't. That's not what
you don't go on the set.
You don't. You sit, you learn your lesson, and you sit your ass down. Like, again, everybody doesn't get a second chance. Like, you can't compare Chris Brown to Robert Downey Jr., right? For various reasons. But to that point of someone who had fucked up his career and had to fall back and then kind of earn your way back in. And with that, with Robert Downey Jr., he hasn't fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you fall out of Hollywood's grace, like if you try to get back in, you're gonna eat a little crow, you have to chill out, and then you make your comeback and like I said, so Chris Brown could have probably done the Super Bowl by himself, but I think him and Ciara, I would actually love to see that. I wish that we could see them perform together, because again, I feel both of them are not the greatest singers in the world, but I think they are both very talented dancers. They are natural dancers.
And they got a song currently out now. I think it's Ciara's song featuring Chris Brown.
Yeah. I think they were supposed to, it was something else they were supposed to do together, but there's like I said, there's a difference between a natural dancer and someone who's great at choreography, right? Like choreography will make anybody be able to dance, but there's a difference when you are a natural dancer. And I think Chris Brown and Ciara are both, but they don't. And also, Ciara's somebody's mama. So, yeah.
So my question is, are we just overthinking this and know they're gonna do a white artist next year and just go ahead and just understand that it's gonna probably
they gave us 3 years in a row?
Yeah, like what's the
like it's well, let me say this. Usher's is well deserved. Usher's is that's not a handout, like, oh, we're just gonna give it to Usher. Like, no, that's well deserved. Usher's proven. And then there's a clip that we actually have in the group, if you guys haven't seen it, of Usher. That someone is talking to Usher years ago. They were like, when it's all over, I don't want you to be like in Vegas doing like, shows. And Usher was like, if I did it, it would be like an event. It would be amazing. And that came to
That's
fruition.
What it was.
It came to fruition. So he wasn't in Vegas as all right, well, let me go and get these last couple of checks. No, this was a big.
Now, after the Super Bowl, does he extend the Vegas residency or does he tour?
Or does he sit down somewhere for a minute?
Probably sits down.
But
I mean,
he got the album dropping that right after.
Shit.
Yeah, he might. If he got an album drop, he going on tour.
Yeah,
he got an album
drop. He's definitely going on tour. But it's the short version of that is that you're coming off the Vegas residency. You're going right into the Super Bowl. So there's the assumption that everyone knows Usher, everyone will know Usher after that Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
Right. So him being able to drop an album, and again, there's probably a bunch of white people who know Usher but don't know it's Usher.
Mm-hmm.
They heard
They heard they heard what's that, DJ Got Me Falling in Love, and that song, whatever, right? That so
OMG.
Right, so, exactly. So those top 40 songs, they may not really know all of Usher. And then for us, we're like, I'm wondering what the hell is he gonna perform? Because he can do all of his top 40 shit. I mean, there's stuff that we would want him to do, but he can't do all the slow shit. Nah. Right? You know what I'm saying? So I'm very interested and can't wait to see what he does there.
I mean, I think it's gonna be next year. It's gonna be somebody like Ariana Grande or Miley Cyrus or somebody next year. It's gonna be somebody pop like Drake,
Taylor Swift.
Like has Taylor done the Super Bowl?
No. I don't know. I don't think so.
Oh, that's it.
She's that's
it. If Taylor Swift hasn't done the Super Bowl yet,
I don't think.
Like,
I don't think she has.
Hold on, let me see.
Because when they was doing the White House, they was doing like the legendary acts,
right? Because what was it? I think they didn't start actually bringing newer artists until
like Katy Perry. I think was the last.
No. It was, when did they?
Yeah, she's never. I just checked it. She's never performed the Super Bowl.
She's never performed. Mm-hmm. So it was. What did they do? Yeah. The year that the Super Bowl was playing at the same time that In Living Color played, the same that whatever year that was, 1990.
That's 95, 96.
There. So that year, after that year, because more people were tuning into the Living Color because of what they had going on. After that, halftime shows changed. Prior to that, it would be a band out there, or
the Bud Bowl,
like
the Bud Bowl.
1987, Salute to Hollywood's 100th anniversary. 1988, Something Grand, featuring 88 grand pianos, the Rockettes, and Chubby Checker.
I mean, but Michael Jackson did 93 though.
Yeah, on top of on top of the scoreboard.
Yeah.
Yep.
I still think Prince was the greatest.
For sure. Prince was definitely the greatest one.
He made it rain.
Literally.
Yeah.
After that, then that's when stuff started getting
like rock and roll.
Yeah, and then of course you got 01. We had Cornell out there.
Yeah, Nelly. So Nelly's done it twice.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Because he was there
it was the 01 was with Aerosmith.
Yeah. Yep. And Britney Spears and I think and
then he was with who did
he was with on the Janet one when Justin Timberlake. I think it was Kid Rock. I think it was Kid Rock, Nelly, Justin Timberlake, and Janet.
Yep.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then also, wait a minute, but so Usher was there in 2011. Black Eyed Peas, Usher, and Slash. And I remember the Black Eyed Peas. We was at who's Super Bowl house? We was at somebody's house.
Was that John house?
We was at John house, I think. I remember B Street singing way too loud Fergie's verse. He was just that voice, like that man was too big with too deep of a voice to be singing Fergie's part like that, is what I'll say. That's that.
Dang. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be interesting. I think Ciara can do it. It's just like you said, she's not to combine with somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
Get a combo.
First.
So somebody else that I'd say is, I mean, I didn't have it on here. Is Drake hip hop or is he pop? I was saying that Drake could perform at the Super Bowl halftime show because he's pop. If we want to have a pop artist, the big debate, Mos Def came out and answered a question that we knew his answer was going to be. As soon as I saw the tagline, saw it was Mos Def being interviewed, and I saw that the question beforehand in the preview, I knew what his answer was beforehand. Now, he took it to another level with the extras talking about threatening Target. Now that was funny.
Excuse.
I didn't know he was gonna say all that. He's like, you're at Target. I'm like, oh shit.
I mean, that's that Walgreens where Walgreens be jamming. So sorry.
Snooks do too.
Yeah. So, is Drake pop? I'll let you go first, Scott.
I must say, yeah. I mean, yeah. I'm gonna say, yeah, he's pop.
Stacey.
All right. So, hip hop, right? Was like what 5 elements of hip hop. So it is four. Is it 4? Because you know what?
It was 5.
I always thought it was 5. And then if you look it up, depending on like some things say 4, some things say 5, something said 6. And I'm like, nah, you making up shit. Now y'all just making up.
Say the 5th was what, fashion? Because it's
no. So all right, so 5. 5 would be so 5 is DJing or turntabling, MCing, breakdancing, graffiti, and then beatboxing.
Oh, I never like.
Yeah,
I've never heard anybody say beatboxing that much. Wow. Okay. Interesting.
Right. So those are the 5 elements of hip hop, right? And I'm sure KRS-One is going to correct me, but if that's the case, then as a rapper, as someone who raps and MCs, and as an MC, you should be able to control the crowd. You are the master of ceremonies. I believe that Drake is able to do that. I don't think he'd be breakdancing. I don't think he graffiti, beatboxing, all that stuff. But hey, none of the rappers of today do that anyway. Yeah. So while we are we can argue about what's real hip hop and what's not, but I feel like he is a rapper. Does he epitomize hip hop? For all intents and purposes, yes. And there's something that I read, and I actually had to copy and paste it because it was really interesting what they said. So when it comes to what pop music is, right? So pop, pop is supposed to be short for essentially popular music, right?
Music.
And it characteristic of pop music include an aim of appealing to a general audience rather than to a particular subculture or ideology, and an emphasis on craftsmanship rather than formal artistic qualities. That was interesting to me, just the idea of you're trying to appeal to the masses rather than a specific genre. So if we're going to talk about Drake being pop, Drake creates music that will appeal to a larger audience rather than one specific genre, one specific demographic. But then what does this thing say? It said, pop music is more conservative than other music genres such as folk, blues, country, and tradition. Many pop songs do not contain themes of resistance, opposition, or political themes, rather focusing more on love and relationships. Therefore, pop music does not challenge its audiences socially and does not cause political activism. So this guy who is a music sociologist also said that the main purpose of pop music is to create revenue. It is not a medium of free articulation of the people. Instead, pop music seeks to supply the nature of personal desire and achieve the instant empathy with cliche personalities, stereotypes, drama that appeals to listeners. It is
you gave us the university answer of Drake is definitely
the sad hip hop song.
Yeah, it is mostly about how much revenue.
Read the last part again, Stacey, with the part where it says the part where he wears a costume or whatever it was.
Right. So the main purpose of pop music is to create revenue. Right, that is very important. And it says, wait a minute. So it is not a medium of free articulation of the people. Instead, pop music seeks to supply the nature of personal desire and achieve the instant empathy with cliche personalities, stereotypes, and melodrama that appeals to listeners. It is mostly about how much revenue pop music makes for record companies. So while I'm arguing that Drake is hip hop, he's not pop. This is fucking exactly what every Drake album is.
Yes.
And again, the person who stated this, because who is he is a British musicologist. His name is Simon Frith. And that is what he said. And like I said, when I saw that, I was like, oh, I gotta copy and paste that because that's just good. If that doesn't describe a Drake album, or just even the idea with pop music, right? We're like, there have been people who've been saying right now with the war going on with Israel and Palestine, and how Drake hasn't said one word. He hasn't said anything about it, and
Drake ain't said nothing about nothing.
He's never said anything about anything, because pop music does not inspire resistance and social activism because it has to appeal to the masses. You can't be offensive to the masses. You have to be
kind of like
to be able to get everyone.
So I guess when Michael Jackson was doing "We Are the World" with everybody,
but then when he did "They Don't Care About Us," that was only played on BET.
Yep. Yeah, because there were some choice words that he used, and there was a slur in there.
He said the Jew me, the sue me.
Yeah. Well, so
there was another one was kike me.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah. So all of those, like all of that stuff. So yeah, pop music doesn't give those themes of resistance and opposition and political themes. They focus on love and relationships.
And he loves to do that. He loves it.
Drake is for the girls.
Accepted so much. He is, and I'm sorry for any of y'all that grew up in North County. Y'all, they're the North County kids that always wanted to come back to the North Side and let everybody know how hood they still were.
But your grandma stayed on the West Side.
Park.
Right. But that's how I feel Drake is. And I'm not saying this North County you don't have any. I'm just saying Drake gives you Barrington Downs 92 going back over on Lillian.
Yeah.
He wants everybody over there to accept him, but he wants to be able to stay out there and still drive his mom brand
it's
new.
Like you went to the Cardinal Ritter that's up off Grand, but you want everybody to think you went to one on Thekla.
Nah.
Yeah.
Like, that's not. You weren't there. You wasn't on Thekla. You wasn't there.
You wasn't on Thekla. You didn't ride that 41 Lee.
You wasn't on that bus.
But he wants to accept it so bad, though. That's the thing that somewhat probably rubs people the wrong way, is that he wants to be in the circles of hip hop culture, but he is pop. Like he's mad about Mos Def disrespecting him. Don't get it twisted. He wants to be respected by them cats. It burns him that nobody thinks he's lyrically in the top 5. That is like the people he likes and respects.
Cause just like if when Joe Budden said what he said, he said like your music's never matured. You still rapping the 25-year-olds.
And you're 40, Drake. You're almost 40.
Right. You're like you have to evolve. Like period. Like you can't, for longevity, you just cannot continue to talk about the exact same thing. Just even if you're just a singer, if you're just a regular singer,
yeah, you gotta go through the heartbreak. And
you gotta look at some point. Like, how many times has your heart been broken, girl? Like, you need I need
Summer Walker every time.
Where's the therapy album at? Right? Like, even we all loved Sad Mary, but when we liked Happy Mary too. So it's like there was that difference when she was in love or felt a certain way. We can't just sit around and be depressed.
That's a good point, Stacey. With Mary, that actually saved her career getting married to a certain extent. Because it was getting kind of the same, like, damn, this is 3 albums you being fucked up.
Yeah.
Like, and then when she did that Wanna Be With You album.
Yeah, with Happy Mary, there are people who were like, oh, no, I don't like, they didn't want Happy Mary. And I remember there was an interview she said, she was like, there are fans that I'm going to lose and there are fans I'm going to gain.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But she was able to keep both of them at some point.
Yeah. That's it. And then you just get to the point where we just gonna rock with whatever Mary gonna do. So like hell with Adele. Like Adele was heartbroken and shit, and then she has a divorce, and we was like, oh nigga. We gonna get an album, but now she
got Rich Paul.
Right. Well, now she so now she's possibly married again. I think that's they are married now.
Yeah, they got married.
So who knows what the next album's gonna be? But I'm excited to
it's gonna be called Love and Basketball.
New album called Love Under New Management. I'm with it.
Love Under New Management. Hey, that was. I don't, and this is something that why aren't and maybe it is, maybe it's not. I feel artists of our day did a lot more collaborations with older artists.
Yeah,
like deliberately, like when like Aretha Franklin did that song "Roses of Rose" with all those other women, Lauryn Hill, Faith Evans, I think it was Kelly Price, like deliberate things where it's like, oh, I'm finna James Brown working with Full Force. Like, I mean, were they
Roger working with Tupac?
Were they like deliberately? I don't understand why somebody like Adele wouldn't do Love Under New Management with what's her name that did that?
Mickey Howard
and do it with her. It's a duet.
All right. Let me say this. I think
you remake everything else in movies.
I'll say this. Adele would make the call. I think that if that was suggested to Adele, if somebody said that to Adele, they'll be like, okay. Because Adele loves that music anyway. Yeah. So Adele would be like, okay, bring it on. Like, where's she at? Like, she'd be excited to do it.
I'm surprised an artist like a Usher or someone at a high level. I have a cheat code. What if you just did a duet with every one of your favorite artists for 12 tracks and made an album?
Hasn't somebody done that?
Well, Frankie Beverly and Maze did it, but they didn't sing none of the songs. Well, they just had people redo all their songs.
I know Gerald and Eddie, there was a father and son album.
But I'm talking about Usher do a song with Charlie Wilson, then he do a song with
different artists.
You know what I'm
Bobby Brown on another one, then do another one with a duet with Deborah Cox. Or whoever, and it's just a whole album like that.
I'm with you. I think what I'm thinking is that there'll be an artist who will do. So I'm thinking like Lady Gaga. She did like that album with Tony Bennett, but it's just her and Tony fucking Bennett the whole time. Yeah. Versus I get to sing these songs with these people.
Right, but a compilation. Maybe it's a money thing too. Like, damn, it's gonna be chopped up like a mug.
It's possibly money. It's possibly ego, and it's more than likely. Who owns the rights? Because don't nobody own shit.
Oh yeah, because then you getting into Marv Levy and all them kind of cats that own the
like, man, they wrote this. Because I remember
who wrote it, who's gonna who has the right, who has the masters to their stuff. Like, so that would probably be the bigger issue, but it's not that it can't happen. It's just you just have to figure out the songs. Like there are enough songs available for him to do it. Is what I'll say.
That's what I'm saying. Like, do a thing like, hey, here go 150 R&B songs. Who own their masters, or at least own 60-70% of their that song, and give them back to me, and then we'll choose from them people.
Who own your masters? Holla at me. Let me see if I like any of your music.
But I think I like Usher duets. Like, I think that would be it'd be cool.
Or even if it was all women with him duetting, if he just wanted to kind of
exactly. Like, so duets, like, so you said Deborah Cox, like him doing, if he did Can't Be Friends with Deborah Cox, or if well, I mean, hell, him and Monica have done some stuff before, but
him and Coco do You're Always on My Mind.
There we go.
On me, I was just thinking that because there's another topic that we're going to come up on, and there's a producer who I have listed, and that made me think of and I actually just was thinking about SWV.
All right, so next up we got J. Cole named Rapper of the Year 2023 with no album released by Complex Magazine.
I don't have an opinion on that.
Yeah, I did.
I have no opinion. I don't even remember 2023. Like, it's.
I just remember him killing people on the features.
I have no opinion.
The verses were stupid though. Like, all the verses were stupid.
Yeah. Was that 23 or 22 when he was rapping in British?
That was 22.
That was 22.
I don't even remember 23. Like it's that I don't.
You talking about that song with Bia?
Yeah, old girl from over there.
Yeah.
Like I need a list of what he did last year for me to be able to look at and say, oh, okay, that was all last year. Like, yeah, I don't even.
And then he's on tour with Drake.
First, I don't have an opinion on it. I like J. Cole. I've always liked J. Cole. I liked J. Cole when he was doing the mixtapes. So I haven't really seen.
He has a ton of features this year.
Yeah, I really haven't seen, and I haven't really seen.
Yeah, because he didn't drop an album.
Debate it, like
he's got 9 features this year.
Like so,
he's got 9 features for 2023.
Oh yeah, he was
all of them top 10 songs.
Yeah, he was a mission.
So he got the Drake song. Yeah,
that was
Dirt,
his first number one.
The Yachty song, Summer Walker. He got Burna Boy,
Dirt,
which is a
the
big
Lil Dirt.
Yep, Burna Boy. He got J Hope. Gucci Mane.
Yeah, he was on a mission.
Yeah, he was on a mission. He was on a mission.
Yeah.
Shout out to J. Cole, man. I mean, it's about time, man. That even though it's crazy, it almost feels like it's an honorary award. Like he didn't even drop an album this year, and it's like, oh, you're gonna give me an award the year I didn't even drop no album. Okay.
I take it.
Yeah. All right. So me and us, we were talking about personally, we didn't put in the group, but woman did a thing of the Boyz In Da Hood homes.
The other day I was watching Boyz In Da Hood, and I was curious how much the homes were back then in those neighborhoods, because Trey's mom was a single mother and she had this house, and his dad was a single father and he had his own house, and Doughboy's mom was a single mother and she had her own house. And it's just difficult now to do that kind of thing. So I was curious what the home prices were back then and what they are now. And Boyz In Da Hood was filmed in this neighborhood in South LA, and this house is in the same neighborhood as Trey and Doughboy's house. And it is $640,000. And in 1990, it was $100,000, which is 1 year before the movie came out. Here's another one in that neighborhood. It's $625,000. This is Doughboy's house, and it is $591,000 now. This is Trey's house, and it is now $619,400. And this is gentrification, right? And what I find so interesting is that Trey's dad, Furious, actually talked about their neighborhood being gentrified possibly, and he was warning against gentrification of that neighborhood, and lo and behold, it happened to that neighborhood. Watch the clip.
Did you two knuckleheads? And broke them out of how much they were worth in 1990, right, and how much they're worth now. And it's astonishing how much the difference is of these prices.
Correct.
And then I thought of it. I was like, the LA market is ridiculously increased exponentially.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because the same home, hood home in St. Louis is probably around the same amount, maybe like 20, 30,000 less. And it's still the same price right now.
Yeah. Especially on the north side.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Like I'm telling you, I think I low key can get my grandparents' house for probably like under 20 grand. And like it's but it is a goal of mine. Like before I leave this earth, I'm buying that house back. But it ain't gonna be this year. But I don't care if it is under 20 grand, I still ain't got it. But before I leave this earth, I am gonna buy it back. The thing with those houses, so one, all right, so because it's like, how do they afford these houses? One, we all know that houses were cheaper back then. Two, if y'all think that Doughboy mama owned that damn house, I got some beachfront property in downtown St. Louis that I want to sell you. Okay?
Hey Stacey, I thought on the low. What if Furious was the landlord on the low?
Listen, I am positive that his mother more than likely had a low income house that she was renting. She may even had Section 8. At the most, it was grandma's house.
Ooh,
and she died.
Right. Now, at most, now, let's say that I will say this. The idea that Black people have never owned homes is not true. That we have owned homes, right? A lot of times our grandparents were able to purchase homes and they were passed down to whatever sibling never left the house.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Whoever just ended up staying there. So possible that was grandma's house and it was passed down to her, but more than likely that was her Section 8 house, or it was a house that she just was renting low income. Now Trey's dad more than likely may have owned his house. It's possible.
And his girlfriend, Nia Long.
Nia Long's parents may have also owned their home. And then Trey's mom.
She definitely owned a condo.
Yeah, so
she was in a penthouse, wasn't she?
Yeah, she was up there drinking champagne on the phone with her son.
Because she went to law school. Did she become a lawyer?
She was something. I think
was she like a lawyer?
That's what I was trying to do. I was actually trying to look her up. Reva Devereaux, which is a hell of a name. Actually, I knew it was a drag queen named Reva Devereaux back in the day, but that was what her name is on here.
Oh dang! I just googled the Reva Devereaux. She died. The drag queen you talking about died.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Wow. That's popped up as I was googling trying to catch up with you.
Yeah, but yeah, Reva Devereaux, or like I think if you just, or she may come up as Reva Styles. But it's funny though that I love when they give people a whole backstory.
Yeah, and they didn't even mention the last name in the movie.
Right. Oh, the women. Oh, this is on Rock the Bells. You know what? Understand this. Rock the Bells, the website, has some pretty good articles. When I had to take that film class, that hip hop cinema class, a lot of stuff that I was citing came from the Rock the Bells website.
And that's because that's LL Cool J's too, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let's see. What does it say anything about her? Blah blah blah. Nothing really, but essentially, we do know that.
I think she's. My mind thinks she was in pharmaceutical sales.
She might have been,
and not the street one, y'all. I'm talking about like real work of a Pfizer.
Yeah,
no, because I know some people would be like, "Oh, no, not them pharmaceutical sales."
Like, no, I can totally see that.
The people came up like that. Black people came up with those sales jobs like that back then.
Yeah.
Exactly, absolutely. Like, I think she totally could have done it. So, like I said, she owned her house, but like I said, those houses weren't worth anything back then, and now they're probably worth close to $1 million. If not,
they're worth about $1 million now.
But that's just the California housing market. Simple as that. Is that somebody's grandma paid a couple of shekels to buy a damn house, and now it's worth $1.5 million, just because it's in California.
Hold on. So was this Angela Bassett wasn't even popping when she did this role?
She was on the come up. She was just on the rise.
Because Love's Got to Do It is the breakout role for her, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's after this.
Yeah, because she did that. Then she was in Malcolm X. Then she did the Jackson movie.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
She did.
Following her performance in Singles' debut, she starred in Spike Lee's 1992 biographical film Malcolm X as Betty Shabazz, and then after that, she went on to do What's Love Got to Do with It.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Boyz In Da Hood, her first role where she really got some. She was in FX before, and Kindergarten Cop is like basically some throwaway roles.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even remember her in Kindergarten Cop.
She was a stewardess. That's how much she wasn't. That's what I'm saying. She was a throwaway role.
She was just in there.
Okay.
Like, she was just in there for
throwaway role. Like her first role where she had speaking role and had some a first and last name.
I don't even remember her in Kindergarten Cop.
Yeah, so it's super. It's just funny those kind of those things like that. All right, let's get into the topic.
I love when people take the time out to look up crap like that.
Mm-hmm.
When that you just have gone down that rabbit hole.
You think about oh wow, how much was those homes then?
Just like the people who figured out what specific day was the day that Ice Cube had the good day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was it like January 20 something?
I don't remember. I don't remember the day, but I do know that someone did thorough research to figure it out.
Or the day the Ratchet with Tempest Bledsoe on the concert, they figured out what day she went to go see the Ratchet.
Mm-hmm.
Big fun.
I got the concert date. Yes, downstairs. I got on the shirt that I have. It has the concert.
Where'd she go to Baltimore?
Yeah,
yep.
Baltimore.
They have big fun with the
now, mentioning that, was that the right city to really be putting this concert in? Was Baltimore for the Ratchet?
Nah, Shay said it went to Jersey, Newark or something.
But they said they was outlawed in certain places.
They were outlawed, and Baltimore was the only place that would let them go.
So, which makes sense now. You know what? I scratched that. That's exactly why it makes sense they was in Baltimore. Because that was the only city that looked to be it.
Yeah.
So the Ratchet is kind of like NWA.
No, they were.
Was that? Oh, they was a rock group.
They were like a rock group. Because remember, like the Cosby Kids didn't listen to a lot of black music unless it was like jazz stuff.
Yeah.
Like there was a lot of rock and pop music around that time. Like I think by the time Cousin Pam came, that's when the rap started.
Yeah,
that's when it got a little hip.
So I think that's supposed to be Guns N' Roses '91 when they came to St. Louis and they tore up the Riverport Amphitheater. I think that's what the Wretch is supposed to be.
Yeah, because they was bad. They just had their first concert back here in like 30 years.
Yeah,
might could be.
Axl Rose
in the Wretch, you know,
might could be
on the lines with those. Damn, yeah, that's the good day, man. And somebody that like y'all be doing some hell of a research, man. Shout out to y'all for real. So we have two more topics. We're gonna do our last time, and then we're gonna go to some listener stuff we have in the group. What R&B producer is the most underrated to you? R&B only. They did some most of their catalog. They have to be known more for R&B.
R&B.
I'll go first. I'll jump out the window first.
Go for it.
Daryl Simmons. He is the one that y'all think when you think Babyface and L.A. Reid did a lot of this stuff. You look in them credits, it's Daryl Simmons. That did the writing and co-produced on a lot of those songs, and you think it's a Babyface or L.A. song when you hear it, and you're like, they ain't in the credits. No, that's Daryl Simmons because that was That's the third dude in their crew. Is Daryl Simmons.
I like Donnell Jones.
Donnell Jones is a good one.
Because he wrote like their early Usher stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Donnell Jones is a good one. He's a good one. He's a good one. He's a real good one. What about you, Stacey?
I actually Googled this, right? Because I'm like, who would it be? And so there was one, I realized that I don't know sometimes who produced something. Like I found that out. I'm like, I thought that I knew like when somebody would. I'm like, oh, I guess I didn't know who produced things. So, who is the?
So as you pulling it up, as you pulling it up, did y'all see the story? Daryl Simmons told that story about if y'all seen it was in our group too, where Wanye when he doing End of the Road because he wrote and produced End of the Road. It was Babyface in LA was just around and they got their name on it. He wrote and composed that. Daryl Simmons did. And Wanye, I guess his vocal cords was messing up. So when he's saying they had to put a wet towel on his throat, like a warm towel for him to sing it. So when he's saying I don't want to do no more, he's literally saying that because his voice is like he's crying for real. That's not because of the song.
Oh my God.
And that's the same with Case. When he was singing Faded Pictures. When he's like, I can't sing no more. Interview. Because he said he was sick.
Yeah. That was really like, I'm like, now I got to go back and listen to songs. People like, I don't want to leave. I'm like,
yeah. No, because I went back and listened to Faded Pictures. He's like, I can't sing no more.
and they was like, you going to keep that? And they was like, yeah, we're going to keep that.
Yeah.
Well, so like I said, I looked this up and then there were some people, like I said, I just didn't know who produced it, right? So like Tricky Stewart, right? I'm looking at his list of stuff and I'm like, man, I like all of these songs that he has done. So Maya's Case of the X, which is one of my favorite songs because it just tickles the hell out of me. Like, it just makes me laugh. Mary J. Blige, Just Fine. Mariah Carey's Touch My Body. some shit by Ciara or whatever, right? But it was like, oh, wait a minute. And then there's these other guys who I totally did not know existed. Dre and Vidal.
Yeah, Dre and Vidal,
yeah.
you ever heard of them?
Yeah, I like them.
God, like, had not. And then
Dre and Vidal was like they the baby face in LA Reid of like the 2000s.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I had no idea. Like I said, sometimes I just don't know that someone did something. And
I would say they're underrated. People know about them.
Like, and when listen, I've never heard these people's names a day in my life. But then when I'm looking at their all the songs they did, I'm like, damn. But I think there are some artists who I think produce some of their own stuff. Like, and it's weird to say that I'm not going to say that she's underrated, but I think we don't think of Mariah Carey as a producer.
Yeah, or a writer, songwriter.
And I think there's a lot of, I'll just say this. I think there's a lot of places that she's put her hands in to make things a lot better, is what I'll say. Like, and so when it comes to that low key that somebody did, somebody said with Donnell Jones, like that low key, like you ain't really know that they had knocked that out, right? Or just like, even like it's even with songwriting, right? Like there was a thing we just saw with some stuff that's the singers had written. So there's some songs that Joe has done or has written, and you're just like, oh, you know what? Like, and even though you like them as an artist, but you just didn't realize all that extra little that other stuff that they were doing.
Yeah. Just like with Mariah on that baby face, every time I close my eyes, you hear on that background.
Her. Like that, or Allure, All Cried Out. That background vocal, that's Mariah. Like, and I think Allure was like on her.
I never tripped off that. I gotta go back and listen to that. I haven't heard that version in so long.
But one, I can't listen to the Lisa version at all. Like All Cried Out. To hear the Allure version and then hear Lisa, you're just like, how did this make it on the radio? Like, this is, and again, no disrespect to Lisa and the Cold Jam, but that song, like All Cried Out is trash. Like their version is bad. Allure sounds amazing. Like I said, but that again, when it comes to those vocal arrangements, right? And then so like when we talk about Puffy doesn't make beats, but Puffy has an ear, right? And is able to say this needs to be this needs to be that. And there are some people who are gifted like that. So Michael Jackson, same thing. Mike could be in the studio and be what was I watching? One of the some documentary most recently about him, and they were like, he'd be there and you would think he's not listening, and he's just kind of looking around, and then the music would stop and he'd be like, okay, so this needs to go here, this needs to go there. So that's, to me, that's a level of, that's production of you being able to hear it and say, this needs to be moved here. This needs to be arranged that way. This needs to be that way. There's, like I said, there is the beat making process, but there's also that other part that goes in of somebody has to go in and say, this needs to sound this specific way.
It's almost like you can see the sound.
Like they can see the sounds. So, and then actually that's I can't remember what the name of that condition is, but like there are some musicians who will tell you that they see sounds. So for real, see sounds. Stevie Wonder sees sounds.
Can't see shit else, but he can see them sounds.
No. My whole point is that he sees more than y'all think he does.
Stevie Wonder sees sounds. Kanye has it. And Billie Eilish, Duke Ellington could see sounds. So, all of that to say that I think there are some artists that we don't look at as producers who are really talented when it comes to making those arrangements. And they may not get that credit, but they are in that studio telling you what needs to go where. Like I said, Mike was one of them. Hell, Alex, I'm not, her biggest fan, but Beyonce does it. Like she does. She does say, oh, this, move this here, move that there, and again, that goes into the song making process.
Yes. So if it is we go, before we go into, I want you guys, when you get a chance, everybody, y'all, there is another version of "Get It On Tonight" by Derek Dimitri before the Montel Jordan version. It's the exact same version almost, except it doesn't have the girl like kind of ad-libbing in the background. So this song, I guess, went through 3 different people before it got to Montel. But no, this song got actually released. It was actually out. Get It On Night was actually released at one point in the South. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Who was the guy that sang it?
Oh, Derek Dimitri. So Derek Derrick and then Dimitri Dimitri.
Got it.
Get It On Tonight. It's literally the same exact version almost. It's a little bit more jazzed up on the because this is like a dumbing it down version. So think about if like Joe Richardson came out with something and it was bubbling here in St. Louis and Chicago and Detroit, but then they was like, no, we want that, and then you just made it national with Montel.
Okay. All right. I would say like this is like the
demo. Change the voice out.
Right.
No, it was actually on the radio there in Atlanta and like in Florida and stuff. It was on the radio.
What is this?
If you look in the comments, people are like, dude, I remember when this came out when I was in college. I was mad when I heard the Montel Jordan version because I remember this version.
But that happened.
Joe and Case, the fucking what's the song that's not
that happened. We Gonna Make It too for me.
Not Missing You. No, what is the damn Joe song? It's a Joe song, but Case ends up singing it. Is it Missing You?
Yeah, Joe wrote it because Joe wrote that. Joe wrote it.
Was one.
It's on Joe's album though.
Yeah, but Joe wrote that.
Yeah, I'm saying, but like, Case ends up singing. Like Case sings it too, but like it's on Joe's first album. Mm-hmm. Like Missing You's on there. Fucking what I always bring up Resentment with Beyonce. So that's on Beyonce's album, but that's the third person to sing it. And like it's Posh Spice wrote the fucking song. It's Posh's song. Posh sang it. Jasmine Sullivan has a version, and Beyonce has a version.
Wow. Damn, Posh getting paid.
Yeah, so that is Resentment is possibly like my favorite like Beyonce song. Like that song touches me.
So what you saying, Scott? You saying something about a remake you saying?
Oh no, I was saying with it was another Joe song that damn, because it was an actual single that More and More.
Yeah,
and then it was an R. Kelly version, but I don't think the R. Kelly version dropped, but I think it was on his album, on one of his albums though.
So R. Kelly must have wrote it then.
I don't know who wrote it. I don't know who wrote it, but it was a version with R. Kelly singing it though.
Yeah, R. Kelly strikes me as someone that would not let. Yep, R. Kelly wrote it and produced it.
Okay.
Yep. He doesn't strike me as someone that wants to ready
before the Beehive Fights Me. Resentment was written by Walter Millsap, Candace Nelson, and Curtis Mayfield, and originally performed by Victoria Beckham. The song was later re-recorded with additional lyrics by Beyonce, and there's also another version with Jasmine Sullivan.
So hold on, so Curtis Mayfield.
There's got to be something in there that's a Curtis Mayfield something. Wait, hold on. The track uses. Oh, there it is. The track uses Curtis Mayfield's 1972 "Think" instrumental from the Superfly soundtrack. So Curtis gets a.
Oh, right. Okay. Good credit. Okay.
The Mayfield family gets a something.
Great, they get something. But like I said, I love that song. But again, it was Posh's song. Most people have no idea that Posh has a version of that. Or hell, Butterflies. I prefer
Michael Jackson
poetry version. I prefer Mike's version.
I like Mike's version by far.
Yeah, I like Mike's version.
I absolutely prefer Mike's version. But there was, I want to say in the group somewhere recently, someone said that they preferred the poetry version, and I didn't respond.
And that's one of the ones we get the notification like no one hasn't said anything on this post. I'm like, oh, I see why. Like this one. All right, let's go to. We got questions from our listeners. Make sure you get into. If you're on Facebook, make sure you go to I Only Listen to 90s Music on Facebook. Join in with us. I mean, it's the best group on Facebook by far because we don't let no bullshit happen in there. It ain't gonna be nothing in there. We're
not kicking it. We just kicking.
We just kicking it, man. We just kicking it. So first one is from Aaron Harris. He says, "Can a hip hop song stay hip hop if it becomes pop?" We talked about this a little bit earlier, but what do we think overall? I guess this leans into the Hammer situation. I believe.
It does. how popular can a song get before it becomes pop? But I think to that point, was it a pop song anyway? So You Can't Touch This, right? Can't Touch This is a rap song. However, if you compare it, honestly, if you compare it to some of his previous songs, it absolutely is more popish, right? Compared to Let's Get It Started. So like it was, You Can't Touch This was absolutely a song designed to be a pop rap song.
Because Turn This Mother is totally different. When he was
right, like, listen, Turn This Mother Out, or Let's Get It Started is my shit, because that keeps talking all shit.
Hey, when he lost Big MC, when Big MC left, that's when he went pop. I'm sure Big MC somewhere saying that.
Jumping and your party was weak. Like, nigga, who says that to somebody?
The party was weak.
I think Big MC has passed away. I think he's gone to glory though too. I think I believe Big MC is gone to glory.
I think so. I'll say this: what's a really popular rapidy rap ass song that the white folks got a hold of it?
Niggas in Paris. Niggas in Paris, because it made a whole different thing. Remember, what was it? Charlie Theron was singing it or whatever, and they was like, "Oh, hold on now," like that's how popular it got.
Shit, I was gonna go like Country Grammar, like one of the Nelly songs.
Yeah, but I feel like Niggas in Paris was like for whatever reason that song just went into the universe.
They loved that beat. It was the
That's
beat.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Another one that crossed over, Voldemort has a song that crossed over tremendously on their side more than ours. The Man That Can't Be Spoken.
Mission. Yeah, because I don't think they knew who he was to that song.
Look, that Ignition remix, there was a time period between 2001 and 2018 that you could play that in any establishment and they gonna be like, oh, let's go. That's
true.
Hot and fresh out the kitchen.
Wait, I'm thinking about I started thinking about
Young MC. Is Young MC pop with Bust a Move?
That's absolutely a pop song. I think that was absolutely a pop song. But what I'm thinking about now is football games, right? Okay. And what songs get played.
Like Swag Surf,
right?
Is Swag Surf pop now?
But Swag Surf though for me was a dance song anyway.
Yeah, that was like a hood song.
If you make a dance song, it's going to be popular.
What's up, y'all? This is RVS.
This is ROD, aka Rated R.
And we are the We Coming For You cast. And we talk about pro wrestling from a black dude's perspective. Tell them what they can expect on this here podcast.
Oh, we gonna give you all the raw and dirty and everything black from AEW, WWE, Impact Wrestling, and any other wrestling in between. If you want your wrestling unfiltered, uncensored, and you want it raw, you need to subscribe to the We Come For You cast.
Right here on SOLC Network.
Like it's supposed to be. Like that's expected. But with that though, right? So you might be in the at a football game and you gonna hear shit, you fuck around here down for my niggas. You must
wipe me down.
Say,
what's the Archie song? We ready.
Right.
Pass to Troy.
Right. So yeah. So those songs are not pop. They're still blackety black hip hop songs or rap songs. I think there's some songs DMX Rough Riders anthem.
Or Party Up.
No, Party Up.
Oh, that part. Yeah, Party Up. Absolutely.
And I don't even think DMX even knew it was pop. I still don't even think Rest His Soul. I still don't even think he think it's pop.
That song had the white people in a
Every time I hear it, I think of Zach and Miri Make a Porno. Every time I hear it, I think of that movie.
That part. So yeah, they definitely it's that song has them in a chokehold. But so I think a song can be still very hip hop, but like again, there are certain songs that were made to be popular songs. They weren't meant to just be for the hip hop people.
And some come out. There's a difference, and when we talk about Young MC and Hammer's song, "You Can't Touch This," there's some rap songs that just cross over. Just happen to. There's some songs you deliberately know, like, yo, you're trying to get a pop crowd with this.
Yeah. So
like Funky Comedina.
Yeah. Like now, I know Coolio's Gangsta's Paradise, I feel originally was not supposed to cross over as much as
it was not. And
all his songs subsequently after that did reach the crossover.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I think because it was with the movie, like, and it was attached to the movie, it got so much more.
Michelle Pfeiffer's in the video.
Yeah, Michelle Pfeiffer's in there. It just got so much more attention, and the song is deep, so it's like it's really like almost like you playing Brenda's Got a Baby. And as deep as that song is, but everybody's just jamming to it.
Then on top of that, it's a Stevie Wonder sample.
That part. You're like, wait, you can't be jamming to Brenda's Got a Baby. You know that she died, right? You know that she was killed.
But it's my shit though. Wait till that bass drop.
Exactly. It could happen. I'm trying to think. I'm thinking about T-Pain. Buy You a Drink. Or like there's a couple of songs
Bartender,
that like, and again, they're sing song, they're fun club songs.
Oh, the Jamie Foxx joint is the T-Pain joint.
Blame it on alcohol.
Blame it on alcohol.
Yeah. Yeah. Now that one that definitely had all crossover appeal, but I didn't.
And I think the video did that. I think the video did that with all the cameos.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's supposed that was like the fourth person that had that song.
Oh, word.
Yeah. Jamie was the fourth person to get that song.
Jamie bothers me. I think I want Jamie to be an R&B ballad singer, and he just won't do it for me. He
would tell some jokes while you at it.
And he refuses to. So I was set up, okay? He sang Infatuation and set me up, had me thinking, okay, we're going to get all of these just ballads and songs. I'm so excited. And no.
They wasn't taking them serious. They not taking them serious.
Like you want to do, and then like even with the last one with Blame It on the Alcohol, I'm like, okay, the song is fine. This isn't a Jamie Foxx song. Like why won't you be Brian McKnight? And you know you could be. Damn it, you could be Brian McKnight. Now
and we need a new Brian McKnight. And we need a new Brian McKnight.
And I need a new Brian McKnight.
Somebody can just why somebody can't be a classic balladeer with a little light on his microphone and just go up there and just sing to us as we sit there and just
meet that. Where the crooners at?
Yes, there we go.
Like, the crooners. Like that's that difference in today's R&B. Is that people are like, oh, y'all, you mean there ain't no new R&B out there? Y'all ain't listening. Yes, I am. And it don't sound like what I want to hear.
It's depression. They all depressed.
And you know, it's so interesting. Somebody I thought one of his best albums, Tank's best album, I feel like, is that Starship album, the Stronger album. And that's when he got the suit on the front, and it's that black and white, and he just straight crooning. He's a crooner on there. And he says he hates that album the most of all his catalog.
Yeah,
it wasn't as popular, but that's the best album to me.
I miss the singing. The songs that I listen to the most, or the ones that I've listened to for the past 25 years, right, of some man singing R&B, are those crooning songs of this man that is telling you how much he loves you, he wants to be with you, or don't leave him, or whatever, right? And we can say, oh, it's the begging songs, but it's not even about that. Just the girl, I love your ass,
singing about
I want to be with you. Is what is, and he didn't even say your ass. I want to be with you. I love you. I can't think about living without you. And that's what the song was. And you listen to it and you like, man, I want somebody to feel that way about me. And then now that like we're not even getting the vocals. Like everything is auto-tuned. Everything sounds the same. And it's like if you can sing, everybody sounds the same. All man, women, it doesn't matter. Everyone sounds the same. So where are those vocals? Where are the notes at?
And then I hate to say it, But I'm tired of this Afrobeat wave. I'm tired of it. Man, I'm tired of it. It's cold where I'm at.
It's cold where I'm at.
It is cold in the D. You understand that it is cold in the D? I woke up to snow the other day.
And you in Texas?
I'm in Texas. I'm in Dallas, Texas. I woke up to snow. It is cold in the D. How in the fuck am I supposed to keep peace around here? I can't even drive down the street. They wouldn't let us leave. They're like, "Oh, stay in the house," because we don't have salt trucks. We don't treat the roads. Or we
put
get
sand down or something.
We got to wait on somebody from Oklahoma to drive up. So like the city will shut down for speckles of dust. Is it? Damn. And when on those days, I need to hear some man singing to me.
Tell me the truth now, baby.
I want to hear some singing. Okay, I don't want to hear Percocet and pills and Robitussin. I don't want to hear that.
They just recalled all the Robitussin too, y'all. Just FYI.
Which is so funny because I just bought big sips from Tussin. He had every brand name. So we had Dayquil, NyQuil, Mucinex. I got everything in there. And then he was like, "You know what I need? Some Tussin."
I thought you were gonna say like some Father John.
No. I went to 3 different Dollar Generals to get some Tussin and the off-brand Theraflu because that's what he needed. The name brand stuff wasn't good enough. So,
all right, we got two more.
Save a few dollars.
We got 2 more questions real quick for our people in our group. What really happened to Crunk?
To who?
What?
Crunk.
Oh, the T-Pain era. The snap music. Snap music.
Yeah.
Snap music, then T-Pain.
That sounds accurate.
So the 2000s ago, Crunk, snap music, T-Pain. So that's the 3. That's a 3 different year barriers. A 3 like 2000, 2003, Crunk, 2003 to 2006 is
the snap. And then the T-Pain era.
You know what? I'm with that.
And then after that, it was Drake.
I think you're absolutely right. Because Lil Jon told you to snap your fingers and do your step, but he was so aggressive. He told you to do that. But then when T-Pain did it, snap your fingers, do your step.
You can do it all by yourself.
Baby girl. And now we
crooning.
I will snap my fingers, and now I feel loose. I don't feel angry anymore.
Stacey, he was crooning to you too.
He was crooning to me.
He was crooning to you.
Yeah. Well, now I tee up on this. Hey, snap your fingers and do your step. That's exactly what happened.
Yeah, that's what happened.
That happened to Crunk. All right, our last one. That one was from Roger. This one is from William Zell. He says, if a person doesn't write their raps, are they really a rapper, or should they just be referred to as a performer?
I hate this fucking question.
No, I mean, I don't think you could be in the top when you consider one of the top rappers of all time if you're not writing your stuff. But I don't want to take away the ability to perform and do it at a high level either.
You a top performer of rap songs.
Because most singers don't write their own shit either. Are we going to knock
their own songs? Why
are we going to knock Luther Vandross down for being a dope ass singer just because he ain't write half his shit?
I'm sure there are probably singers out there who never wrote one fucking word and are the best out there, right? Like, I mean, we know Whitney wasn't writing her shit. So like,
any artist shit.
Right. So I hate that the idea that if someone wrote something for you and you recite it or whatever, right, that it's no longer your song. Like, so no one says you're not a good singer because you're not one of the greatest singers because you didn't write the words, right? They care about your performance, like your vocals of it. If anyone can write a rhyme, right? 3 different people can get up there and recite it, and one person is going to sound better than everybody else because of their cadence and their stage presence and their performance. Do I agree that you can't be one of the greats if you I don't agree with that, because the greats have had someone write for them, have had someone. And
no. Give me one great that has somebody wrote their rhymes.
Not every rhyme. Like, I'm not saying that. Okay, let me back up. I'm not saying that. Let's say we put Biggie as one of the greats, right?
Yep.
I'm not saying that every rhyme that Biggie wrote, somebody else wrote for him. I'm not saying that whatsoever. I'm
like
saying
somebody gave him a line.
I'm saying
that's different. Drake had reference tracks. That's different.
So
I disqualify him because
like
of that.
within the songwriting process, somebody may throw in a line, or you could be somebody who's like a Snoop or a Dre or whatever, right? And there's someone who wrote a lyric for you.
Yeah,
but does that take away? Like, if you find out,
to me it does. Like Cron Don wrote a lot of Snoop Dogg stuff. I can't put Snoop in the top rappers of all time because of that. It's not saying he's not dope and he's not one of the best performers, but when we talking about MCs, you have to write your stuff.
I think you should write the majority of your things. I think if you're in the studio and there's a verse that someone knocked out and you were like, hey, that might be it for me, that one verse does not negate the rest of your career that someone wrote, right? Just like with MC Light, people love to bring up LL wrote her verse on self-destruction. Okay. Does that take away from the rest of her career? And some people will actually lead you to believe that because some rhymes were written for her, that obviously she can't be considered one of the greatest. And to me, that's just not fair. Especially, and it's like, I also state that with women are treated more harshly when it comes to ghostwriting than men are.
No, I would just, because people don't say that about Lil' Kim. People love Lil' Kim and know she was ghostwritten for. Foxy Brown the same way.
As of let's say right now, the women today, right? Like, so you got Nicki and
Cardi.
Who writes their rhymes and who doesn't write their rhymes. It's a common thing in a studio where, again, everybody can be in there. You could have 6-7 people in there, whatever, right? Somebody they may not call it ghostwriting, but somebody is penning something for somebody, right? And it's just kind of kept that secret. And people may not say anything about it with the men. Not saying that men don't get called out, but they may not say as much. With women, it's like a joy to throw out, she didn't write her shit. Like, people get pleasure from like being able to say, oh, she ain't real because she didn't write her stuff. Versus with men, it's like somebody can have ghostwriter and they'd rather argue about whether the ghostwriter existed versus like, oh, he ain't right. No. Like, oh, well, no, she ain't write her own shit. And that just sucks because everyone does it. But I think women get treated differently for it. But I don't think that just because someone wrote a line or
I think men get judged harshly if they caught not writing their rhymes, like aesthetically within the culture.
Yeah, you definitely get judged harshly for it.
Like if you found out that Nas, all this stuff, like literally his whole career would be ruined. Cardi B would be just fine going out there performing those songs, and it doesn't matter. Is my point.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I also don't think to use Nas. We know Nas writes. We know he does this.
Yeah.
Shit. I think that if we found out that there
was helped them with some hooks.
Some people helped them with some hooks, or somebody wrote a verse or whatever, or maybe somebody should have helped them with a verse. Like,
it's like with the Will Smith and getting jiggy with it, because then Nas or Jay, right?
Nas wrote getting jiggy with it.
Yeah, something like that, right?
Yeah.
And Miami.
Yeah.
Then I still got that conspiracy. I think, did y'all see, did we talk about this last time with Will Smith with that video where he's talking about Rakim? I was trying to rap like you.
Yeah.
And Rakim was looking at him like, I wrote that. It almost like he was like, I see what you're doing here to make like rewrite the history of like, I was trying to rap like you. I still think Rakim wrote that rhyme. Because it comes out of nowhere of him rapping like that. Nowhere.
It's, like I said, he has a story about how that happened, but he specifically sat there trying to, and like I said, even with his voice being different, like it's but like I said, I do love the fact that he's like, yeah, I was trying to sound like Rakim. Like I love that he can just admit that. He's like, you sound like Rakim. He's like, oh yeah, I was trying to sound like him. I was trying to sound like Rakim. That's why I sound like him, is because I was trying to sound like him.
Don't trip.
Don't trip. Right. Hey, if you don't, admit your shit.
Man, thank y'all for listening. As always, like I said, go to the I Only Listen to 90s Music Facebook group. Get in on the fun, kick it with us, have fun with us, all that good stuff. Stacey, where can people hit you up at?
You can find me still in Dallas. On
snowed in. Y'all still snowed in?
No, it was 60 something today, so I finally left Big Sip's house. I've been over there for like 3 weeks. They said that it was going to possibly be cold, and apparently I am unable to take care of myself during the cold weather. Although I am from the Midwest, born and raised in St. Louis, lived there for 30 something years before I moved to Texas. And my boyfriend is from the Gulf Coast area of Mississippi.
But he knows more about cold.
I am not able to.
Not prepared.
I'm not prepared. I can't take care of myself in the cold. So, but anyhow, you can find me on all social platforms at Stacey Adams, Stacey with the E, Adams with the Z. Or you can check me out at Stacey Reads the Bible. So that's it. Because I be reading the Bible.
Shout out to we got a bad comment that I deleted on that Black Israelites. Somebody from the Black Israelites put a comment on there and like, damn, we don't know nothing about what it means to be a Black Israelite. A whole nother thing.
Like, sir, we're sorry that we thought that you weren't.
All right, man. I was just trying to get some gas. I was just trying to get some gas, man.
I was just trying to get some gas. We're sorry that we mistook you for angry dogs.
For Power Rangers. This guy called them Power Rangers.
Right, like you gotta admit, y'all got the same colors.
My apologies, man. I thought y'all was some true dogs.
Scott, where can he hit you up at?
Man, hit me up everywhere. Cool ass Scott, man. I'm in the group posting all day, every day, at random times of the night.
All day. Like it's no one knows.
My goal is to outpost Scott this year. That's my goal.
Right. Like I don't like everyone knows I don't sleep, right? Like my sleep schedule is ridiculous. Nobody knows when I actually go to bed. When the fuck does Scott go to sleep? Because
I think he'd be scheduling them.
No, I don't.
Because you can schedule them.
I just get to it.
Not like he just does because so at 4:00 in the morning when I'm up because I'm on crack and I'm up. Like Scott has just posted, so it's like I'm up like in more. And I told you like I'll be playing spades on my phone, and because I can't see the time, it'll be 4:00 in the morning because I've been playing for 7 hours. And then I go to the group and Scott just posted, and I'm like, but when did he go to sleep? Because at some point though,
he posted at 2:30.
He goes to work. I don't know, and that's what I'm saying. So at some point during the day, Scott goes to work. I don't know what time he goes to work, but my assumption is that he's up at 4 because he's getting ready to go to work.
Yeah.
During that time that he's at work, he's still posting. So Scott posts 24 hours a day.
Yeah, it never stops.
If I'm inactive on social media, it's because I actually took a nap. Like that's usually if you haven't seen me online, it's because Stacey finally went to sleep. She finally took a nap. That's it. Like, but yeah, I don't know when Scott sleep. I mean, again, we don't. I've no idea.
It's like, random.
He works somewhere doing something, and he has to get up to go to work at 4 something in the morning.
Well, man, thank y'all for listening. As always, we will be back. Peace.
Yeah.